Greetings everybody, it's Red Hunter. Welcome to a brand new series on this channel, which is Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. So I've already gone past the main screen and looking at character creation. The only thing I've modded, it's on classic mode. The only thing I've modded is the ability to run 6 party members, because that sounds fun. I don't know why, I just want to do it. Anyway, we're going to start with Nissa and Jace, which is going to be our wizard and cleric, are going to be our starting backbone of our party, and we're going to talk about what we're going to customize for our starting skills. So, first thing we're going to do is remove all this stuff. I think we've not taken anything yet. We're going to put a point in wands, because we're going to use wands instead of staffs as soon as we get them anyway. We're going to put a point in pyrokinetic. We're going to put a point in hydro. We're going to put a point in so that way we have 3, and then we're going to put our final point in probably lore master. That way we can identify items early game. Now for our talents. Decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 20, but gives you 1 increased intelligence. I like Far Man increases the range of spells. It's pretty awesome. Magician gives you 1 extra use of a wand skill. That's pretty cool. In fact, we may take that over Know-It-All. What are our other options? Elemental Affinity lowers the action point of spells by 1 when sitting in the surface of the same element. Courageous grants you immunity to fear, but you can no longer flee from combat. Right? Pet Power enables you to talk to animals. What a Russian crew, walk it off. No, politician. Pet Power is pretty important. That's pretty good. But I think we're gonna go to Lone Wolf. Is really good. As well for fun games. But I think we're just gonna, because we want to do a wand build, I think we're just gonna do a magician. Also because I almost always do Know-It-All. So that's gonna be our talents and abilities. Speed's important. Perception is important as well. And Constitution's important. The spells that are not, we're going to leave this as, although 6 doesn't do us any good, we're going to put 7 into speed, 7 into intelligence, because this game, unlike regular, most games, works off odd combat abilities. So this is where we change our abilities. So we're going to remove that. We're going to remove this. And we are going to we don't have witchcraft. We're going to pick up teleportation, because you can literally, okay, so in this game, I'll explain more as we get into it, But in this game, you can use the elements in combat, fire, oil, acid, stuff like that. And not just from spells. You can create pools of fire, pools of water, pools of acid, and then you can drop characters into them. So, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up a healing spell. Although our cleric is going to have a healing spell. We may pick up rain. Now we're going to pick up regeneration. It's just too good. And then flare will be our offensive. So that's fine. That will be her. Let's go ahead and look at her hair and everything. I like how she looks. So the wizard's eyes snapped up from the heavy tomb. Outside the small hut, the unmistakable sound of a struggle erupted, and an orcish roar shivers down the wizard's spine. But now was not the time for fear. By the light of the moons, the orc's hulking silhouette was abloil upon the outline of the peaceful woods. He had pinned someone beneath one great knee, and the victim cried out in futile anguish. The wizard whistled. Turning its great head, the orc had only just noticed a distant figure before its great green mass erupted into a shower of ash. The would-be victim rose, dusting the orc from his hair, and held out a hand. The signet ring of the Order of the Source Hunter glinted upon his finger. Friend, he said, I was sent to find the great wizard of these woods, but it seems you found me first. Alright, so that's that. Jace is fine as a cleric. That's definitely not going to be what we want him to look like. He'll have no AI, because I want to control my AI.
Better to detonate that
A whetstone. What can I cook up today? Perhaps I can detonate that explosive from a distance.
He's gonna look like that, maybe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and... The hair, though. I kind of like that. The 7 gods may be almighty, but they hardly expect to fight their own wars. Thus, an order of aesthetics devoted to the 7 gods and practicing the arts of war and healing carries out the will of the divine. These men and women are trained to transform a Spartan diet of crickets and snow into the raw strength necessary to turn the tide in any holy war. They restore and regenerate their allies as thoroughly as they annihilate their foes. Enemies of the source and all unrighteous magic. Clerics are the cleansing hands of the gods made manifest. For centuries, clerics have worked alongside the Order of the Source Hunters to purify the land of evil magic. Okay. Let's go ahead and customize our skills. So we're cool single-handed. And we're cool with shields. This is all good. Here's the problem. The other thing we must have somebody with leadership in the party. So let's go ahead and cure wounds. Melee, We're not going to Divine Light, though. We are going to Crushing Fist. And it does decrease the chance to hit. But okay. Intelligence, with intelligence-based weapons. We're going to decrease this for right now, and we're going to put his constitution up to 7, and we'll be alright with this. Alright, let's go.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Sounds a lot like Wheel of Time with the men going crazy from channeling.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
And these captains of these ships are well informed of events. I'll turn subtitles on. Sorry about not doing that already. Please remember to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to options. Audio. No. Game. What did I... That's fine. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and resume. You want to go ahead and go over here? Go ahead and open. gold. Pick up.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. These dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Oh, oops. Let's maybe not do that. You have a holy hand grenade? Don't you start with a... Let me check your inventory. Where do we check that? It's been a while since I played this game. Is I the, It is I. Thought for sure we started with a, the fireball scroll. Okay. I'm not at all used to the controls of this thing. Alright, so all we have to do to pick up things is click on them.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What, did you expect it to have an entourage?
First off, pick up the rain scroll. We need that. Or we will. Okay. Let's go ahead and read the Traveler's Journal. Not that. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If my experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. Cool story, bro.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Okay. So in addition to building out your characters, these dialogue choices define your character traits. And your character traits give you bonuses as long as you are on one side or the other. So like romantic, pragmatic, and stuff like that. So I forget which one is correct for us, but I'm gonna say pure madness.
Pure madness? How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Okay, so they're both pragmatic. So let's see what that does. That is, information is over here somewhere. Okay, pragmatic. Crafting is increased by 1. Lucky charm is increased by 1. So we should have been romantic. Okay. That's fine. And actually, he should probably be leading. Just because he can hold more weight based on his strength rating. What's in here or over here? Nothing. Let's go this way. Let's see what's over here. Now, if you hit Alt, it highlights everything. We're going to pick these shells up. And then that's back where we came from. So we're going to go ahead and... Right now the characters are linked. That's what the chain means. They can act independently if you just break the chain. I'll show you the reasoning for that in a minute.
Source hunters, how did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Okay. Now. No, I didn't want to do that. Ugh. That was a mistake. I meant to click the fire spell. We shouldn't do mistakes like that. You, on the other hand, can Alright, so you're dead. We're good. Let's go ahead and yeah, that's the problem with the melee power stance. Right now it makes as much sense as... Alright, we can Alright, we're good. And what we actually could have done is... Alright.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Alright, so now we're independent as well as anything else. What does independent do? Willpower increased by 1 versus if you the obedient trait, you receive a willpower version bonus whenever a character with leadership is in sight. Okay. So giving your other characters obedient and not the one with the willpower seems like a good idea. Anyway, when we come back in the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and do this tutorial dungeon. Until then, I want to thank you guys for watching, and remember to go ahead and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Red Hunter out.